What if I told you that the woman you want to be in 2026 is already within you, just waiting for you to start showing up like her, even when no one is watching? This is a loving reminder that you do not need to wait for a Monday, a new month, or January 1st to start showing up as her. What you need to begin in the small, quiet moments is to keep showing up consistently, even when the results haven't arrived yet. So, if you've been struggling to stay consistent, especially as a woman in her 30s, maybe with kids, maybe balancing work, business, healing, or just feeling stuck, this video is for you. Let's talk about consistency in a way that feels aligned, feminine, and powerful. Stick around because I'm going to share the real reason why consistency is hard, what to do when hustle energy sabotages your growth, and how to stay consistent without being obsessed with the results. This is where feminine energy meets discipline in a way that's actually sustainable. Hey, beautiful soul, welcome to my channel. My name is Samira. This is a sacred, cozy place for women in their 30s who are starting over. Whether you're a mother, a dreamer, a creative, or just someone that's trying to reconnect with their purpose, you belong here. So, if you're ready to build your dream life and business with intention and not burnout, if you want to show up as your highest self without losing your softness, if you believe in faith, feminine energy, and living slowly but powerfully, this channel is for you. So make sure to subscribe and hit that bell. I'm walking this journey with you. Let's keep going and let's keep growing. Let's talk about what makes successful people different from the rest. It's not some special talent, it's not some God given power. It's literally just consistency. And if consistency was easy, everyone would be able to do it.
Consistency of work. Monday, get better. Tuesday, get better. Wednesday, get better, right? And you do that over a period of time, not like 1 month or 2 months. I mean, it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. And then you can get to where you want.
Let me explain scientific and emotional reasons why we struggle. Number one, your brain craves comfort. This is called cognitive ease bias. Your brain prefers familiar patterns, even if they're unhealthy, because simply they use less energy. When you try to adopt new habits, this equals uncertainty to your brain, aka danger to your nervous system. This is why it's so much easier to scroll than stretch. This is why it's so much easier to snooze than journal. This is why it's easier to wait for the perfect day rather than start now. Our brain is just simply trying to keep us safe, but it's actually holding us back. Number two, I am so guilty of this. We're addicted to quick hits. Your dopamine system is wired for instant gratification. We get excited about a new routine, but when results don't show up fast, our brain checks out. This is why you crash every 2 weeks, because you are relying on motivation and not structure. Reason number three, you assume the future you will have more time. Spoiler alert, she won't, unless you create time, space, and energy now. If you do that now, the future will look exactly like the present, especially for women, especially if you're a mother or a multitasker. You need systems built around real life, not a YouTube productivity fantasy. We all know as moms that you can't guarantee waking up at 5 a.m. compared to a student that's living alone and has no other responsibilities. And you all know that if you're working a 9 to 5, your boss might throw a big project at you, throwing you off balance. Life will never be certain the way you want it to be. And lastly, one more thing, we are not wired like men. Our energy and focus fluctuate on a 28-day cycle. You're not inconsistent, you just have a natural rhythm that's different that goes in a cycle. So, with these three big reasons of how our brain is designed for comfort, how we're addicted to quick hits, and how we are quick to assume that every day will be the same way, that you know this information. Take this knowledge and pay attention to how you've done things in the past and how, because of these three reasons, you may have fallen off. Now, try to commit to do things differently, which I will help you with. So, number one, instead of chasing goals, which is what we hear a lot, think of it as becoming a new version of yourself. Most of us like to set goals. I want to lose 10 pounds. I want to make 10K a month. I want to grow my YouTube channel. I want to run a marathon. But goals are just outcomes. If you only focus on the outcome, it's easier to get frustrated or give up when it doesn't happen fast. What actually creates long lasting change is a shift in identity. So instead of saying, I want to lose weight, Try saying, I am someone that moves my body every day and treat it with so much love. Instead of saying, I want to make 10K a month, try saying, I am the kind of woman who creates massive value and receives abundance with ease. In simple terms, why does a smoker have a hard time quitting? It's because they identify as a smoker. If they identified as someone that is healthy and doesn't smoke, quitting would be a lot easier. If you want to run more, you need to identify as a runner. When you shift how you see yourself, your habits naturally begin to match that version of yourself. You don't just do the actions, you become the woman that already lives that life, even before the results show up. If deep down you are still identifying as a woman that is trying to be disciplined, someone who never sticks to anything, or someone who's all or nothing, then no routine will save you because your habits have to follow your self concept. And your self concept, as in how you perceive yourself, is built through what you say to yourself when no one is watching. And because I say when no one is watching often, is because when it comes to consistency, it is you versus you versus your thoughts, you versus your patterns, you versus your limiting beliefs. It is in those small, quiet moments that what you choose to do will dictate how you'll end up showing up for yourself the next time around. So instead of trying to earn your future identity through pressure, what if you start acting like her now? I mean, not perfectly and not all at once, but gently, slowly, choosing the next moment like your desired woman that you want to be would choose. Would she nourish her body with a higher protein meal in the morning? Or will she forget to have breakfast and end up having a sugary iced latte that will spike her cortisol and make her energy crash later? Would she do that? Would she speak kindly to herself if she fell off track? Or would she give herself crap and just give up wholeheartedly? Would she take one small step, not because of pressure, but because she honors her vision and believes in herself? This is how you stay consistent. You don't need external validation. Now, I know as a woman in her 30s, alongside my fellow women who are also in their 30s, we've adopted a hustle mindset. And I really want to encourage all the women that watch my channel to slow down, take it easy, and show up one day at a time. We need to unlearn the hustle mindset. When I talk about consistency, I don't want to push you harder. It's all about a soft consistency, something that is sustainable, easy to do, totally doable. This is kind of what I call tortoise energy. Remember that fable from childhood? The tortoise didn't win because she was faster. She won because she didn't stop, no matter how long it took her. And I want to tell you that is your secret weapon now. Slow, feminine consistency, not based on willpower, but on rhythm, flow, trust. I remember when I wanted to start this YouTube channel and talk about femininity and slowing down and sharing my journey, the old me, my old patterns, came up so many times by, okay, Samira, you need to have your first 10 topics laid out. You need to have 10 scripts ready within this time frame. And you need to know all the knowledge and the information and what you want to talk about within this time frame. And after I made that decision, I felt overwhelmed. I felt scared that I wasn't going to have enough time to do all of that. I felt worried that I'm not ready to start this YouTube channel. And this is what made me fall off my consistency every single time. It was these old patterns, this old way of thinking of hustle fast. You need to have all the answers right now. Now, I'm already filming my sixth video, which I find so shocking. It's been very consistent, very slow at my own pace. So essentially, I want your routines to reset you, not drain you. I want you to build momentum in your own timing. It's okay if it's slow, as in skip the 5 a.m. club if it doesn't serve you. You're not behind. You're just blooming in a season that honors your nervous system. That hustle consistency, the kind that's rigid, masculine, metrics driven, it's all about how much did you do? How fast did you get there? How perfect did it look? I'm not about that life anymore. And if I approached this YouTube channel in that way, I've already would have given up or just you would have felt my energy coming through the videos of not enjoying this whatsoever. Then there's feminine consistency that's rooted in presence and aligned energy. As in, when you show up, how aligned did you feel? Did I honor my energy today? Was I true to myself while taking action? Feminine consistency doesn't mean doing less. It means doing things with integrity. It's about syncing your rhythm with your values. It's about understanding your seasons, your energetic high tides and low tides, and still showing up in ways that feel authentic to each phase. And what do I mean by showing up in different phases? Now, here's an example. Let's say you want to commit to something that's aligned with your natural cycle. We all know that the 2 weeks after our period, We feel more energetic. We feel more confident. They call this the follicular phase. Let's say you're a content creator. This is a great time for you to film all your videos and batch your content. And as you enter your ovulatory phase, you're at your peak. You are at your highest performance. You feel so confident. You have crazy self belief. And this is a great time to pitch that idea to an investor, to schedule that presentation with a client at that time, having that tough conversation with the friend that you've been meaning to open up to. That's what I mean by operating within your cycle. And then as you wind down as what we call the luteal phase, where your body is preparing for the period, it's a very quiet time. You're not feeling it. You're tired. Energy levels are going down. This is a great time to look inward, reflect, journal, and just brainstorm ways to show up for that project that you want to commit to. So, in a way, you're still showing up, but in a way that honors your body. Some might say this is lazy, but this is intelligent. It's feminine leadership. And when you learn to lead yourself this way, consistency doesn't feel like a punishment. It becomes a path back home. Other ways of honoring yourself is that if you're nocturnal and you find yourself being the most creative at nighttime, you schedule what you want to work on late at night. Let's say you're an early bird and you find yourself being having the most clarity and the most ideas come up to you when you wake up early in the morning. You prioritize staying consistent in the morning. So find what works for you, your unique self, and try to show up at that time that you know you perform the best. Honor your natural, authentic rhythm. Now, let's get honest. Being consistent isn't about always being motivated. They say, I might say it wrong, but like having motivation is like taking a shower. You will always need it. Getting motivation once is not enough to keep you clean. And that's something you need to take into consideration when you want to be consistent. But something I really want to talk to you about is self respect as a woman, as a high achieving woman, as a woman in her 30s that's just tired of making excuses and really want to become that woman that she's always been wanting to do. Now, if you're really tired of your BS, how much self respect do you have? Do you, like, I will go there. Do you respect yourself enough to show up for yourself without having to wait for the perfect moment, the perfect conditions? When will you show up for yourself? When will you stop ghosting your future self? When will you stop treating your goals like a side piece? I'm pretty sure you show up for your boss. You show up for your clients. You show up for other people. We show up for jobs. We show up for family. We show up for everybody else, but not for yourself. When it comes to us, you cancel. When it comes to us, you reschedule. When it comes to us, you want to start Monday. How rude is that? You are so rude to yourself. Your highest self, aka you in 26, deserve better than that. Self discipline isn't harsh, it's a loving structure. And for women like us, healing from burnout and starting over, that structure has to be gentle, compassionate, flexible. Start small, but stay ready. That's how you become the woman who actually shows up. Now that we know why we struggle with consistency, and we talked about the mindset and how we want to incorporate feminine energy and taking it at a slow, steady space, let's make this practical. I will give you practical, tangible tips on how you can start showing up for yourself to become that woman in 2026. Let's dive in. So, here are a few simple things that help me show up, even on the off days. These are not rigid routines, just gentle habits I've built slowly in a way that fits my life. I have to admit that I'm pretty proud of some of the habits that I've committed to and have stayed consistent, that I now see myself as a woman in my 30s in terms of prioritizing my self care, in terms of making sure that I keep my mind open to evolve and grow as a person. Because the great thing about consistency is that the more times you show up for yourself, the more it becomes natural, it becomes autopilot. So here's what I've built slowly in a way that fits my life. Take what works, leave what doesn't. The goal isn't perfection, it's showing up as you on purpose. Sorry, I was getting distracted by a lot of workers where I was filming earlier, so I came to a different place. Tip number one, create anchor rituals. Now, these little rituals are a little reminder to ground you, remind you why you want to become that person that you are striving for, and just to help your body relax. Here are some examples of different anchor rituals. One ritual would be is that when you wake up early in the morning, is you stretch your body, sip some water, whisper something that you're grateful for. Let's say in the afternoon, you tidy a one small area, you take a deep breath in, and step outside for a moment. In the evening, you could light a candle, wash the dishes with intention, and reflect on one thing that felt good that day. Let your day begin and end with intention, not pressure. Number two, this is one of my faves. You want to stack habits onto what you already do. You don't need more time, you need integration. Attach habits to things that you already do every day. Let's say when your child wants you to play with them, try to incorporate some deep stretching with it when you're playing. When you drink coffee in the mornings, try to repeat affirmations to yourself while your coffee is brewing. Or let's say you're doing laundry or you're pushing your stroller, you can listen to a podcast or a playlist that helps inspire you. You're not adding things to your to do list, you're weaving. Number three, try to adopt a 1% better mindset. Stop waiting for big leaps. Growth happens in micro movements. If you're only able to journal for 3 minutes a day, that counts. If you drink more water today, that's a win. You were able to incorporate a 7-minute workout instead of skipping it wholeheartedly. That's consistency. Small wins are proof that you're showing up no matter what. And this also sends signals to your mind that this is the new you. Number four, you can set weekly bare minimums. Ask yourself each week, what are 2 to 3 tiny things you can do no matter how chaotic life can get? Let's say you can move your body at least twice. Let's say you can wake up 10 minutes earlier at least 3 times a week. Let's say you can tidy one drawer one time. It's not about perfection, it's about building momentum that you can sustain. Number five, create a reset space. You don't need an aesthetic morning routine or a spa day. Just one small spot in your house or outside or wherever you go often that tells your nervous system that you're safe, you're home. For example, sitting in a cozy chair with your journal and blanket, sitting in the corner with your headphones, lighting a candle, listening to a soft playlist. Even the front seat of your car can be your quiet moment. Your reset space doesn't need to be pretty, it just needs to be peaceful. Number six, know your energy type. Are you the structured type? Are you the creative free spirit? Are you the slow and steady soul? Self awareness helps you work with your nature, not against it. Stop trying to force a nature that drains you. Build one that fits you. There's no right way to be consistent. Your way is valid. Number seven, use a 5-minute timer just to start. Overthinking kills momentum. If you set your timer for 5 minutes, clean one thing, write one paragraph, move your body for one song. That first step gets you out of your head and into action. You can always stop after 5 minutes, but most of the time, you'll want to keep going. Number eight, use your lock screen as a reminder. Now, we all have our phones with us all the time. That's a given. Let your phone reflect the woman you are becoming, not distract you from her. You know that you can create a vision board on your Pinterest and add that as a widget. Super simple to do, and it's worth having on your home screen so that whenever you unlock your phone, the first image you see is the woman that you would like to become. Secondly, you can have an affirmation that you like, find it online, take a screenshot, and make it your lock screen. For example, she's worth it. Find a quote or a mantra or a word that grounds you and reminds you every day why you need to show up. Now, I incorporate all of these steps and it has helped me stay consistent in all aspects of my life. My anchor ritual that I love to do is to wake up really early before my son wakes up, lay on the floor, and I put my legs up against the wall. This is called a somatic exercise. This helps blood flow down from my legs into my body and just help circulation start. While I do this, I've created vision video, kind of like a vision board, but I've created a bunch of little videos or pictures and I've edited into a video that I can watch while I have my feet up against the wall for like it's like 2 to 3 minutes. So while I'm physically having my legs up and helping with blood circulation, I'm feeding my mind early in the morning where it's the most susceptible to information of the vision that I desire for myself, followed by a deep 50-minute stretch where I listen to affirmations while I do the deep stretches. So it's kind of like habit stacking, physically and mentally getting my body primed for showing up as a woman that I want to be. I know for sure that my future self is flexible. She doesn't feel stiff, doesn't want to feel tension in her hips, doesn't want to fall and hurt herself. I want to be flexible. And at the same time, I want to have adopted a mindset that believes in herself and believes that everything works out in her favor. With my 1% better, sometimes I may not wake up before my son or he wakes up as soon as I wake up and I probably have just 5 minutes to myself. So to achieve that 1% better mindset, I sit down and I just write down 20 things I'm grateful for that day. So that helps make sure that I journal and that I put myself in a state of appreciation that we all know that gratitude helps attract more abundance in our lives. So with working out, I find myself falling on and off a lot, but one thing that's been helping a lot in terms of making sure I at least move or show up for myself the way that I want my future self to become is the 7-minute workout. Now I know this was pretty popular 10 years ago, like in my 20s, and it was more popular. I would say there was more apps back then. But I just followed this one 7-minute workout video. It's a matter of just using your body weight as resistance. Exercises that you try to do within 7 minutes: jumping jacks, squats, high knees, plank. It incorporates all the little workouts that you need to help get your heart rate up. And it has all the workouts that you need to move your body and just get your body used to these different positions that eventually, when you do have more time, you can add the weight while you do the squat. You can get dumbbells when you want to work out your arms. My reset space is actually where I'm sitting right now. It's our den area. I've kept it pretty open and not added a lot of furniture because I like that open space. It feels decluttered. I don't want to worry about decluttering it or, cleaning it up all the time. This is a great area for me to play with my son. Let's go reset, pray, most importantly, and so I could do my deep stretches or just literally just chill with my husband and talk about our day and have our coffee. So I definitely recommend having a reset space in your house where you feel relaxed, grounded, and just a little cozy spot in your house that will make you feel peaceful. For some, this could be their balcony. For some, this could be their front porch. For me, it's my little den area. Now, for my energy style, I know that I operate really well in a slow and steady style, which means prioritizing my slow mornings, making sure I take my time doing things. As soon as anything rushes me, I'm off balance. So, knowing this energy style, I now know how to commit to myself in terms of showing up for myself with my YouTube channel, how I plan to build this business, and how to continue being a present mother in terms of raising my son. Now, the 5-minute timer, I absolutely love this when it comes to cleaning my house. Sometimes I overthink about how I want to start. Should I start with the kitchen? Should I start with the laundry? Should I vacuum first? Should I go upstairs first? Like dumb things. Once I set that 5 minute, I start cleaning as fast as I can and try to do as much as I can within those 5 minutes. And next thing I know, I'm no longer wasting time thinking about where to start. And I've already deep cleaned my living room. It's a great tip in terms of you wanting to show up as a person that always has a clean home or doesn't waste time overthinking. For my lock screen, I have a lot of widgets. I love them a lot. So I'm a practicing Muslim, so I like to open my home screen and I have a verse from the Quran on there, one of Allah's names. That's another widget that I have. And I also have the vision board Pinterest widget. And then the Pinterest widget rotates different images that I've saved onto my Pinterest board, which is usually places I want to visit, body goals, outfits that I want to buy, anything that you have added to your vision board. It comes up on my lock screen. So my Pinterest widget is great at constantly showing me what is on my vision board and what I envision for myself. And those reminders help a lot for my day-to-day consistency. So beautiful soul, this wraps up our video. I just have one question for you. What is one soft ritual, mini habit, or 5-minute moment you're going to try tomorrow? Not to prove anything, but to honor the woman you're becoming. Drop it in the comments. I'd love to cheer you on. And if you're ready to build a life that feels aligned and sustainable, download my free 7-day soft reset challenge. The link is in the description. You will love it. Also, check out my other videos on feminine routine, gentle discipline, and mindset resets. They will support you on this journey. You are becoming her slowly, softly, and surely. Keep going. See you at my next video. Thank you. Bye.